ducking the Tinker kill, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't hurt them too much. They get down an observer ward pretty deep and they still find a pick-off.
Yeah, and indeed they do.
Yeah.
It's going to be Matumbaman blowing up Cinder first. They do lose Rubik for it. So the 1-for-1 again. Support's taking the trade, but it really feels like Matumbaman still is going to be absolutely fine with the pace of this game. Very much on track to have that E-Blade done incredibly shortly.
Oh boy, that's fast.
And the CGH
again, same spot.
Again.
Wow.
He is not going to be wanting to come back here anytime soon. He's, as you said, died there twice.
Such a good start, and he's just kind of dropped the ball a bit. He pings they're pinging the cliff like, hey, there's a ward up there and all that, but I mean, you shouldn't be there to begin with, I want to say, with that, especially with that T1 mid tower there. You're kind of going in deep alone to push a lane. It's just high risk. When you're ahead as a Tinker, you don't need to make these high risk plays. That's the kind of play you make maybe if you're down 10, 15k gold and the game feels like, oh god, we're in all kinds of trouble. You're going to go for the risky farm on the map, but Tinker's not in a position where he needs to go for the risky farm. He should be playing it safer and just looking to maybe play around his team a bit more and use his current strength to fight around the rest of the Escape lineup, but gets picked off a couple times, and that does set Escape back and really evens up the game. If anything, maybe gives Liquid a bit of an edge because of how far Matu is on the
definitely. I think definitely, yeah, with the timing that Matumbaman's hit. We know that he can just burst down some of these squishy heroes, probably namely Cinder. I mean, even Quakefer, as we've seen, if he gets caught out of position, Matumbaman can deal with him.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to be, and with the E-Blade, oh god, 24-minute E-Blade. If you're anyone, support or not, that's rough. I guess the Jug's got the Blade Fury and the Clock's got a lot of survivability, but the other three heroes will all struggle against this. It's just a huge amount of agi. He's sitting on full agi, 200 plus damage. He's pushing this tower very, very fast.
Yeah, this is definitely scary for Escape Gaming. One of those games where a team lets the opponent's position one have the farm to his content.
See a Roche attempt. Era's got a Perseverance. I mentioned the Lincolns being core. I wonder if this will be that Lincolns or even a Battle Fury potentially if they want to play the late game.
Liquid want to punish this. Good smoking as they close around. They did scan this out though. Escape Gaming know that something's up. Trixie getting onto the high ground. Looks to find a position to jump in. He jumps in. Has managed to catch out Miracle, dragging him up onto the cliff here. It's going to be trapped, but no, Miracle with the duel actually fighting through the cliffside here. The perfect point for bringing Miracle down low. And Miracle is going to be the first one to drop. Jumping forward arrow with the only stance. They've managed to find Kuroki as well. Mind control has to surge himself the hell out of there. But
Top racks, by the way.
Oh, indeed. The man, he's making the plays up top. We're going to watch GH here. He's nearly got the Echo Slam back and available, but the racks have gone just like that for Escape Gaming. They may be getting the kills around this pit, and they're getting a lot. They kill all four, but this really is the exact showing of four heroes just creating chaos, making space for Matumbaman, and you're getting racks in 25 minutes.
They're feeding, Odie. They're feeding, but they're getting
four
racks.
players feeding, and
that's
it works.
in a nutshell. Absolutely.
You've got a racks.
Yeah, I mean, this is Miracle 0 and 5, but strategically 0 and 5, I guess you could say. And that was one of those fights where I'm like looking at Liquid coming to contest, and I'm like, how are they going to do this without?
Now he's turning up. It will be glimpsed back immediately.
Didn't get the first, and he's actually out of mana here, so he just right clicks him down.
Yeah, he's gonna look to turn up for the fight. Actually takes down Cinder and Matumbaman. Playing around with it, turns towards Era wants the Mantis now, but Era, he's lost the Aegis immediately. Matumbaman. Oh, okay, we'll die. The Quakefer gets him. Has been vacuumed back here by Michael Joe. GH jumping in, trying to hold him in place with the Fisher. He's a good Fisher as well. It's a four heroes. Miracle moving forward now. Liquid is just starting to fight back. They may have lost Matumbaman, but they're willing to show Matumba that these guys, they don't just feed, they can kill as well. Miracle's got the duel available, and he will craft it off there. A good Echo Slam from GH. He's managed to catch up Trixie, but Trixie's still alive. With that healing ward, in fact, doing a huge amount there for Escape Gaming, but is it enough? It doesn't look like it with the vacuum. The wall dropped down as well. It's a triple kill for Miracle. Yapsor, the last one left alive here, takes a free fall to the back. There's the stolen clips for Kuroki, dragging Yapsor back. Ultra kill for Miracle. And these boys ain't feeding today, gods.
He can't win a duel, but he can win himself an ultra kill and potentially win Liquid the game off of that. That was such a big team fight for them.
Oh, given the rampage. Given the... Oh, Sind. Denies it.
This game's not over yet.
This is a lot of fun, this one.
Yeah, it's been absolutely crazy. Seeing a Morphling take racks at 25 minutes in, this hero, like, yeah, he comes online with that second item, but normally it's to start getting pickoffs, not to take a racks at 25 minutes on his own, but Escape gave him the opportunity to do so, and suddenly, I mean, it's Escape in all kinds of trouble now. You're down the lane of racks. It's only a 2k gold lead, but it's... I don't know. These numbers are weird. This game is weird. Liquid are still. I mean, they've got all their core items. You've got the blink daggers. You haven't got the LC with the damage to scale too amazingly well, but he's got the items. He's got farm, sitting on almost the same net worth as the Tinker, and he is a equal / slightly above with the Juggernaut. So.
Yeah, he's nearly got the BKB as well, which is absolutely crucial as we're seeing in these circumstances.
And will be the Lincoln Sphere pick up on Jug, so they're going to have the answer to the duel. So it just means Eric can kind of solo split, push out some lanes and not worry about the Blink duel, but there's other catches. There's a Blink Epicenter, there's Morphling, who's got a lot of burst damage.
Oh, Escape coming into the jungle, smoked up, but Liquid are there in full force. Yapsor, instead of the smoke to spell, he knows something's up. Matuma just jumps in, informs away, hooks up, and Yapsor catches him out, they'll glimpse him, immediately back to the center, but he's allowed to get out. The kinetic field does not trap him in time. So Matuma-man's out, safeties for the time being. Oh, they jump in with the Omni, but he evades himself, taking out no damage at all from the physical slashes. Turns back, it takes down Error here. Escape Gaming just crumbling as they've lost two. It's as if Liquid can chase down for any more. Matuma-man very low on the mana, so it looks like he won't look to jump in, but they'll certainly take that. Liquid bringing down Error and Trixie, and Matuma-man again proving to be incredibly elusive on this very farmed Morphling at 30 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that's such a hard hero to gank. When Yapsor first sees his smoke pop and sees the Morphling, he's just like, oh, I'm not killing this guy. He doesn't even go on him until the Morphling blinks in kind of aggressively, and then he blade mails, and then he's like, okay, Morph's already used his blink, he's gone to use some of his spells, now I'll hook shot in and we try and fight. But initially when the smoke pops, he has no intention of trying to kill a Morph. He knows there's no way he can do that unless the Static Storm starts it off.
Hello there, sir. Goodbye.
Oh, that's rough.
The life of any hero against the Morphling with that amount of power, 30 minutes in. Showcased by Yapsor. There's no Static Storm.
Not really going on Matu, they're just trying to force him to maybe morph more agi to strength and stuff. The Matu actually looking to go back in. He sees Sin.
He might as well just go back in and blow his brains up.
He's going agi.
He wants to do it. And he will as well. He may wait until he has the replica back up at 10 seconds. Just play a little safe. Static Storm is back up now as well, so be aware of that, I'm sure. Keeping an eye on the timing, as that really is the one spell that could really screw over this Morphling's day.
Eventually we'll see Morph just go into a BKB, probably as his item after the Manta style, and that's where it's like, even then the Static Storm may not save you. Sin's already working on an Aghanim Scepter, largely realizing that you've got to have a way to help kill off this Morph.
That's smart, actually. Yeah, Midas into Axe, that is smart from Sin.
But it's still got a bit of a ways to go to get there, item-wise, and Good are going to kind of starve Escape out. They've got vision around their map. That top lane's always pushing in as well, thanks to the early racks claimed by Matu's Morphling, and...
Oh, they've got all the ults available, Escape.
Oh,
Put the smoke down.
Heroes to the left of them, though. They're trying to gank the Morphling.
If they see Matuma-man, it's a hard hero to jump on.
Got to get that Static
The rest of Liquid are going to be there ready for the counter fight. Who's going to make the jump in first? Cinnamon moving across, he's going to have the smoke dispelled. They've got the vision onto him. GH throws down the fissures, caught out the disruptor. That's the big issue, and Morphling realizes that Matuma-man jumps in immediately. Takes him out, they did get the lasso onto Matuma-man, bringing him down low, but he wave bombs across, replicates out, he's safe. Both still in the tree line. Two down at the moment on Escape Gaming, and it could be getting even more painful for the side as Miracles just head straight for Yapsor, forcing back the clock. Yapsor keeping himself alive there with the cogs. Both coming back in. Trixie, quick flame break to knock back Miracle, with GH bringing with the lineup for the Fisher. Trixie forces away.
There's a stolen Omni Slash from Kuro helping win that fight for them, and oh, they're not done. They want Trixie and they'll get him.
Another kill for Liquid. It really is starting to get messy for Escape. They may have had the edge to start with some nice little rotations and plays from the support players, but at this stage of the game, Matuma-man miles ahead on that Morphling. He was given the free lane, he was given the free farm, and at this stage, as we're seeing, he could just dance around these fights, find the pickoffs that he wants, get himself out back to safety. and there is not a lot that Escape Gaming's lineup can do to stop him at this stage. They'll move on to take another tower.
Then kind of stall, defend their high ground using the Tinker and all that, but late game wise, it's not really a comeback in itself. You can stall the game out, but how do you win the game? You've got to get more farm on the Jug, who is very poor right now. Still hasn't finished his second item, the Lincoln Sphere. At this point you're thinking, does he even need like a Battle Fury as well? Is close to the Lincolns, about 500 gold away, but even that is not going to really be a game changer necessarily. He doesn't have to be the dual target. There's other heroes you can go for as an LC. If anything, you'd rather find someone like the Tinker. And this game not going to get any easier for Escape. They're just hoping to play that long late game with a Tinker, get Koik for 6 slotted, get him higher levels, and go from there. But there is a lot of good catch. GH, I believe, is working on the Shadow Blade. And
wow. He's working on the funeral plans.
Yeah. Rough times. They get the Jug Illusion even, so that'll help them push and take the tower if they want to go for a high ground play, but it isn't easy to push high ground into the Tinker. Is always going to be the main issue there. So we're finding ways to split push is always going to be the preferred option, but that's something Tinker seems to have under wraps for now.
Yeah, when the push comes in for Liquid, it's definitely going to be messy. We saw them take the top racks. Matsuma jumping in on his own, looking for Error. Blade shearing away, but the right clicks is bringing Error down incredibly low. This is very, very scary for Escape to see Cores being pressured that much by Matsuma Man's ballsiness and willingness to jump in incredibly aggressively. I know there's very little that Escape Gaming can do to punish it.
Yeah, they have catch in the form of Bat and Clockwork, but it just feels like they can't use their catch because of the Morph Lincoln, the press the attack can also purge off the lasso, the tankiness of heroes like Darkseer with the mech and the pipe that also provides tankiness to his team as well. They want to jump with this smoke, they're right inside the base.
They miss the opportunity into too much. It's Cinder again, target the second time. Miracle coming in. Oh, the vacuum echo slam onto 3, and that is GG. You do not stay in the game after that. You from the server. That just ended it. Game 1. What a finish here. Liquid doing it in style. And Escape Gaming, they certainly had strayed in the earlier stages, but it really was the fact that